Hey guys, what's up? It's MrKmproductions and welcome to something you all have been asking for a million years now. Today we are going to be doing national focuses. Finally, I know, I learned it and it's actually not too bad. I thought it was pretty complicated, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty rinse and repeat. So let's go ahead and just get started here. Basically, under the main Hearts of Iron 4 folder, we're going to want to go into common, and under our mod, we're also going to go into common. We're going to make a new folder called national_focus. So national_focus. And then inside of there, I'm just going to go ahead and create a new text document. And we're going to name it tutorial. There we go. So I'm going to drag this into Sublime Text, and I'm also going to drag the generic into Sublime Text here. Or actually, no, we're going to drag, let's see, let's just do like Italy. So in Sublime Text here, we're just going to copy this top thing where it says focus tree, and we're going to go down here, and we're going to Control-C that and paste that into there. So basically what all of this is the ID for the focus. So we're just going to change this Italian right here to YouTube focus, and this is the country that we're doing, and basically this is what country it's for. So ours is for TUT or whatever your country tag is. So yeah, my country is TUT. So we can go ahead and save that, and then scroll down until you find like a relatively small focus. So this one right here will do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy and paste this into here, and now I'm gonna go ahead and run Hearts of Iron 4. Alright, I apologize about that cut there, but here we go. Hearts of Iron 4. I have the tutorial mod enabled, so enable your mod, hit play, and it should launch. Okay, here we go. And we're gonna want to do a couple things here. So once this loads, if I were you, I would change the resolution from full screen into 720p resolution. That's what we're gonna do. All right, so under options, go to video and then windowed, and I'm gonna change mine to 720p. You can also do that in the launcher before you launch the game. But I forgot to. So we're gonna go to new game here, and we're gonna pick our YouTube land. All right, so let's just go to our focus tree, and you can see, there we go. This is the focus we picked. It's kind of weird just because like it's down here instead of up, but I'll show you why all of that is. And yeah, pretty interesting. So we can see we have the focus on the tree. So let's go ahead and exit the game. And in the background, I'm also just going to restart the game, so that'll run in windowed mode, and I'll show you. I recommend you do this. So it's just going to prepare to launch Hearts of Iron 4, and I'll worry about this later. So let's explain what all of this means. So this right here, ID, is the basically what you call this focus. So we're going to name this one tutorial for my tag. You can name it whatever you want. I'm just gonna keep it sort of the same, and we're gonna name it annex_Wales. So this focus is going to annex Wales for us. This icon right here is the little research thing you saw. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the game again. Alright, so once it goes ahead and loads up here. Alright, so this GFX that I was talking about is this thing right here. So we're going to want to change that to something a little more appropriate. So let's look at the French one. And I don't know, what's a little appropriate for annexing a country? Probably this one. This seems pretty interesting. So I'm going to go to the console right here by pressing the tilde button, and I'm gonna type in GUI, and then I'm gonna press enter, and you can see all of this stuff pops up. It's pretty crazy, but just ignore most of it. We're gonna go ahead and put our mouse over this icon. All right, so once we put our mouse over this, you can see by texture it says GFX underscore goal underscore generic underscore dangerous underscore deal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy that to the GFX. So it was underscore generic underscore dangerous underscore deal, I believe. I might be missing a word. Generic dangerous deal. There we go. So now we can go ahead and turn that off. We don't need that anymore. Minimize your game. This right here, this XY coordinate is actually this. So why it's down and not up here. So we're gonna start our first one off at 0, 0, 0. This cost is how many days it is. So basically 1 is 7 days, 14 days, and it goes by 7 days. So 10 is 70 days. So you can see their completion time, 70 days. This prerequisite up here is basically what you need to have research in order to do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get that out of there because we don't need that. And then also this text, I've never actually seen this before, so I'm just gonna get rid of that as well. This AI will do, we're not gonna mess with this. Basically, I've never touched this before, so honestly I have no clue what this is, but it's something with the AI that I'm not gonna mess with. Basically I know like the basics of national focus trees, and this really isn't necessary for what I've seen. Available if capitulated just means that if you surrender or capitulate, you can still do this. We're just gonna leave that on yes. We don't really need to worry about it. But if you remember, we said we're gonna annex a country. So we're gonna go ahead and just change this completion reward, because the completion reward is what happens once you do it, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and find a country that annexes a certain state. Let's think about it. So Germany annexes Memo. Memo, here we go. So here we go. If they accept, transfer state 188. So let's copy this and paste this here. And we actually need to find the state. So I'm gonna go ahead and find the state. Alright, so in order to find states really easily, I would usually just go into the game and do Control and Alt to find them. But we're gonna try Nudge here. So Nudge does some pretty crazy things. I wouldn't recommend like testing it all out as a beginner, but I kind of know my way around it now. So I'm just gonna click on states here, and you can see Wales is state 122, so we'll just go ahead and input that right there. So 122. But if you click on it, you can see you have some options here. You can open the file. You can actually change who owns it, but be warned, it changes. If you go to Paradox Interactive, Hearts of Iron, it changes under states here. So it's pretty crazy. You can see like Wales was changed there, even though we didn't actually do anything. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. So that's about it for the nudge. Then just let's go ahead and leave it. And since we saved that, we should make this to ours, I believe. TUT. Yes, it should be TUT, or your tag, not the other country's tag. And let's click start and see if it lets us annex Wales. So it says annexes United Kingdom. We need to reload the focus, and it says becomes the owner and controller of Wales. So let's try this again. All right, so some stuff happens. Our event should pop up. There we go. We're at war. All right, and here we go. Annex Wales should happen any day now. Annex Wales. There we go. So annex whales is done here, and now we have whales. It's ours, but that's not all we're gonna do today. So that works, but once again, we're not done. So let's create another focus here. Just copy the one we had above it. Personally, I leave a little hashtag little mark here before I start any new focus, so that way I can just do find and I can put in this and I can see where every hashtag or where every focus ends. Usually I wouldn't keep these hashtags here. I would just get rid of the line, but for today's tutorial I'm just gonna leave them. So once again, we're not gonna need this, so I'm just gonna delete that, but we are gonna need prerequisite here. So what this does is it says we need this focus down here in order to complete the new one. So we're gonna copy annex whales, and we're gonna say we need annex whales in order to do this. So we're gonna change this one to underscore or become a power. I don't know. So now we save this. Let's go back to our game, and we're gonna change this cost to 10. And then while our game loads, I'm just going to show you some other things you can do here. So let's hit play, and I'll just drag this to the other screen. So if we go to Italy, we can see some things we haven't done yet. So let's see, let's keep scrolling up here. All right, so here we go. We haven't done available. So I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna paste this right under prerequisite, because we haven't done mutually exclusive things yet. So right under prerequisite, paste that. We're gonna say it's gonna be available if the date is after 1936 June 1st. So if it's after June 1st, 1936, it'll be available. And that looks good. We're going to transfer, we're just gonna annex the one state. Right, we're just gonna go ahead and actually we're gonna add political power here. So let's Control C and Control V that there. And we're gonna add 150 political power. Now, if you don't know how to do something, I really recommend going into the other people's focus trees and looking at what they can do, and then searching their files down here and find out how you can do it, because it's really a lot of copy and pasting. It's not too hard, but things can fairly easily go wrong. But we're just gonna go ahead and save that, go into our game here, and you should notice a little problem, which is fairly easy to fix. So if we go in, we can see it just goes right above here, and that's because we didn't move it down. So we want to stay on the same X because we're gonna be just under the above one, but we're gonna go down 1, and then let's go back here. If you hit the tilde button and then you hit the up, you can continuously go up. If we click reload, we can see there we go. So annex whales is first, and we can't do this one yet. It is after the 1st of June apparently. Oh yeah, it is after the 1st of June 1936 because we're in 1938. So that works. If we went ahead and we said 1938 here, we can hold on, sometimes this gets a little finicky. We can go up and we can see, no, it's not after the 1st of June. So that's pretty cool. This was gonna add us 150 political power, and it all works. So now we're gonna do a mutually exclusive one. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna move this to X2, and I'm gonna keep the other one at X0, and you can see what that does. That moves this over here, and we're gonna create another one right here, right under it. So I might actually just move this to X1. Okay, and then I'm just gonna copy this focus. We don't need that. Copy this focus, Right, so before here, I kind of screwed up a little bit, and I spent a lot of time just saying some things that really would probably just confuse you all. So I'm just gonna do this again. So you might notice a few changes. We're gonna get into this really quickly, like in just a second. But I'm just gonna leave this all the same. Just note that I do keep this here. So basically, we're just gonna copy this focus again. We're going to paste it, and we're going to change this to mutual because we want a new ID, and our prerequisite isn't going to be Annex Wales anymore. Actually, it is, because we're going to have the 2. Okay. Come on, Keith. So we're going to change this to, it's going to be on Y1 again. This is going to be on X2 so that it will be over from this become a power. And it's going to be available if capitulated, yes. We're going to get rid of this date thing because, you know what, let's change it up a little bit. And then under prerequisite, whatever, we're going to go ahead and find the mutually exclusive one. Alright, so here we go. Here's a mutually exclusive one. We're going to copy this line. We're going to go back. We're going to paste that here. We're going to change this to mutually exclusive with become a power. Put that there. I'm gonna play the game in the background as well and get it all ready to go. So that's gonna be mutually exclusive with become a power, but we also want to place it under become a power. We're gonna make it mutually exclusive with TUT mutual. So there we go. That's how mutually exclusive things work. You want to make sure the mutually exclusive is under both of those, under both focuses. And then once this game loads up here, we should be able to see that it is mutually exclusive. And you'll notice the names are here instead of the old tags we had. And then right after this section, I'm just gonna jump to where I'm naming things, because once again, in that one part, I was saying a lot of crap that probably would have confused you all. So let's go into single player, new game, YouTube here, YouTube land. And here we are. So they are mutually exclusive. Pretty cool. You can see that the names are here. We will annex vassal, or we will annex Wales is the description. And these two are mutually exclusive with each other. Pretty cool. Alright, so now on to naming for you guys. So what we're gonna do is under our mod, we're gonna go under localization, I believe. So under here, we're gonna go under localization, and where is it? Localization. Scroll down and search for focus underscore L underscore German, or English, sorry. Post that into there, drag that into Sublime Text. And this is all of the focuses. So we can see U-boat effort says U-boat effort. That's the name of it. And then this is the description. So scroll down to the very bottom or very top, it doesn't matter. And if we go back, we can see this says TUT Annex Wales. So I'm just going to put here TUT underscore Annex underscore Wales. And then colon, and then 0. And then you also want to have these little speech things. I forget what they're called. And it's just going to be called Annex Wales. There we go. And then I'm going to copy this. And under that, I'm going to, where it says Wales, I'm going to do another underscore, and I'm going to put DESC for description. And we can see that's what that wants right there. And we're going to say, we will annex Wales. Not the @ symbol. And we're also going to do the same for TUT underscore become a power. Ta-da! So we'll see if we reload. Nothing happens. That's because we have to restart the game. So we're going to restart the game for this one. Alright, so let's click single player, new game. We're gonna go in as YouTube land here. And then once we get in, ta-da! Mutually exclusive didn't work, of course, but the annex Wales is here. It says we will annex Wales, become a power, and this is mutually exclusive. So yeah, I really do hope you all enjoyed this video. You guys have been asking for this for a long time. At some point I should be making one with how to change the logo or the icon here to something that is custom, but I haven't done that yet, so I'll have to look at that as well. I know I made quite a few mistakes in here, but it all worked out in the end. I'm sorry you have to put up with my my little mistakes, but it all works. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, take care and bye bye.